Yo, what is up, everybody? Today, we're looking at this sort of Riverside mansion that I built. It uses a few techniques that I think some people might like. It came to me in a dream, honestly. So it has this sort of layout, which is funny, obviously, a little unfinished. But I imagined it being like this is a canal, and then there's a little inlet that lets you in to the mansion. And you have to come in and then be greeted at the courtyard. And so the only way for you to actually enter the mansion is sort of by boat. That was my idea. So, starting off the bat, as you may have noticed, I've used a lot of azalea, moss, uh, that these for like cattails, green stained glass panes, and everything, and drip leaf to create these sort of uh, planty excess, like on the sides of the river. As you can see, as we go in to the inlet, it gets even more choked out by vegetation. I guess it's sort of like the algae that would accumulate and other lily pads and plant matter in an area that doesn't have fast flowing water, whereas out towards the middle of the canal, there's a bit more action and a bit less plant life. Um, as you can see, there's not much sort of continuance, like everything, continuity, I should say. Everything is sort of random. And I kind of thought of that as an idea of like this way to build where everything is different. So we've got this first house, then like the little guard tower, then a tree, then like this castle part, and then another sort of kitchen or something in the back there. This came to me sort of in a dream as I imagined like maybe like some decadent Roman guy or something in Venice, like a merchant maybe. He's accumulated all these different ways of building from trade, and he's just sort of mashed everything together, and he's a rich jerk and doesn't really know what's going on. As we get to here, I have the courtyard, which looks pretty decent. The first house, check the interior. Oh, what's going on? There's nothing there. Um, I've been testing out new ways to make doorways, as you can see. There's one here, the mangrove shelf backing, and there's one here as well. Same thing with this tree. If you guys want to take a gander at that, it's sort of an ugly looking tree that slopes up and around. I thought it looked kind of funny. Same thing over here. We got this bell tower technique. This looks like the rope is kind of ready there to pull the bell. This gradient I figured out. I use green wool, moss, and then concrete powder. As like the moss and the detritus is sort of creeping up the wall. Honestly, I don't know if it actually looks good because I'm colorblind, but you guys should try it out. Same thing over here. I wanted to see if this would look good with the stone bricks, sort of like an even mossier version. I think it looks decent. It's like there's a lot of moss in this corner because it's a lot of rainwater getting there. Um, the castle, I use these walls, which I think look kind of nice because they have that texture that bumps out if you put a block there, which is attaches to it. It bumps out the whole uh, below it. Whereas if you get rid of that, see it's just flat. So it looks pretty nice. Skulk, black wool into black concrete powder into black stone, which I think looks pretty cool. Sort of an ominous looking castle. Not much going on. Um, Another thing, granite into jungle wood. I was testing out. I thought it looked pretty nice. As you can see, if you go up here, The stairs lead out to nothingness, but I sort of imagine this as like a where the guy's entertaining his guests. It's like a dinner scene. Like this is a standard Roman way of dining. You sort of would recline in these like big lawn chairs almost, and then share. I don't know if you've ever guys ever read Asterix and Obelix. There's a lot of this going on. Same thing again. The wine barrel, grape barrel, and yeah, honestly, I don't think it's the craziest build ever, but I like a lot of the techniques, and I was just trying some stuff out. And once again, the layout of this did just come to me in a dream, and I kind of wanted to build it, share with you guys. Uh, the wall here has corroded down, so I used a wall instead of the mud bricks, as if like the river has been hitting this, and it's sort of worn that corner down. So yeah, I think it's pretty sweet. If you guys want any more specifics, I'd be happy to show off anything. But yeah, that's about it.